It gives you what you need, especially if you don't have a website that you're too proud of right now and you're still learning the ins and outs of it. This is how you communicate with your audience. Before you get started, make sure you have these two things.
DIY.
I've used many different platforms over the years, and obviously my website is always going to be top priority. Bandcamp was always the one that, to me, rivaled the convenience of streaming. They allow you to upload your music and set the date. They allow you to set the price. They even allow for your customers to pay what they want. I think an important thing that we need to outline before we get started is, who the hell are you, Curtis King, to tell me about anything with Bandcamp, anything with direct to consumer? Well, here's some of my Bandcamp stats. Now, this is since 2009, but the first 4 projects you see have been released over the last 6 months. I really do this. I really have done this. And I'm excited because I feel like I'm ahead of the curve, but people are starting to catch on and find their way into this process. So the sign-up process is actually supremely easy. When you first get over here, you're going to click the sign up and you're going to decide whether or not you want to sign up as a fan, as an artist, and as a label. I'm signed up as a fan and as an artist because it's literally just me. Sign up as an artist, learn more about the features that come along with it. You can sell not only your music digitally, you can also sell your physical copies of your albums, your vinyls, your CDs, all within Bandcamp, and they make it super easy. They even allow you, as you're gonna see, to upload music videos as well. Before you get started, make sure you have these two things, that you at least have your album cover height and width 3,000 by 3,000 square, just to ensure that it's not pixelated, just so you can upload without any issues. That's one. Make sure you got a large version, 3,000 by 3,000. Second thing that you're going to need, all of your songs must be in WAV form. They don't even allow you to upload in MP3, meaning that they want you to have the highest quality possible representation of your music. To me, that shows a platform that really prioritizes quality over quantity. Uncompressed, yes, thank you for reminding. Uncompressed, they want that WAV quality. Let's go ahead and get to it. Up here is where you're gonna find all of your settings options after you've already set it to who the artist name is. This is how you'll edit the profile that I have your music on it. These are the tools in terms of getting your emails once people sign up. Page design, you could even offer subscriptions to your users. So here at the dashboard is where it'll give you some of the latest activity of things that have happened, sales that you have, tips that some of your listeners have left for you. It's just a dashboard to kind of let you know what's there. Let's go ahead and add an album. Here is where you can add an album, a track, you can add merchandise, a live stream, or even have a listening party where people can come in and have a live chat and they can listen to your album in real time and give you feedback. Let's start off with a track. Let's put up this song that I got called Scumbags featuring Ab-Soul and Stevie Crooks. So yours is going to look a little different in terms of your payment information, but we're going to put in all the metadata down here. Track name, Scumbags. Is it part of an album? No, not part of an album. What price do I want to set for that? Let's set this at $5 for the song. Do I want to let the fans pay what they want? Sure. Here's where I can add some additional information about the track, maybe like second single off of the album Jetpack on E. Sweet. Track credits, maybe this is where I put produced by Jansport J, which it was. Shout out to him. And then here's where you're going to need Bandcamp Pro if you want to add music videos. It's not necessary, but it's such a fire feature, and it's only $5 per month for the year or $10 a month. If you're making money on here, it's really something worth looking into. This is where you can add the lyrics. Artists, I could put Curtis King. This is where I'll probably put featuring Ab-Soul and Stevie Crooks. Cool. Then you put the artwork. It already tells you the parameters. 1400 by 1400 is what it's asking you for, or better. Like I said, I would start at 3000. It's 10 megabytes max, but if you use a JPEG, you should be straight. Let's act like this is the cover for it. Boom. This is where it's supremely important, just like for those of you that sell beats on a BeatStars or whatever website you're using, you know how important tags are in terms of delivering your music in front of the right people, because there's a marketplace that exists on Bandcamp's front page, and you could get sales literally from being here on the front page for setting up a live event for live listening. Sometimes they have like editorial new and notable section here where your music can pop up. Or you could pop up right here to what's selling right now. No matter what, you want to make sure that you're putting in your information as it is. So I'm going to say this is a hip hop, soulful hip hop. I'll say this is boom bap beats. I'll say even maybe use my own Curtis King. I'll say West Coast hip hop, and so on and so on. But I do think it's important that you don't ignore that. Now, here's where you can put in an ISRC number, which is very, very important. We'll do a tutorial on how to get your own ISRC numbers if you're going direct to consumer. I have a whole breakdown for that because that's going to be a video that needs its own. But if you have that number available, or say even if you snatch this song up off of DistroKid, you don't own that ISRC, but you could use that ISRC to count towards what numbers your songs are doing, what numbers in terms of when they report them to the charts and such. This is your digital footprint. Also, you want to put the release date. This is basically how you would upload that song. And we're going to go public with this. And now let's publish it. Now, if this was a project, this would be something that you'd be able to put in a pre-order for. I want to show you that next. But look, as you can see right here, this song is already here. If I go here to the music section, it shows you all the other projects. Now, this is so old because these prices are ridiculous. This is Young and Broke Curtis. But as you can see, you can organize the albums as they are set here on your website. Let's actually go back, and I want to show you what it looks like when we add an album, because I think it's going to be really, really important that you see that. So let's just put Somersault. We're going to put the tracks here, all in Wave, of course. If you don't have Pro, you got to upload them individually, one song by one song. It's a little annoying, but I understand why they do it. Let's go ahead and take all these songs as they are. So now I can go in here and take all of them. Cool, in order. So the first one is called Somersault. Next one is called Who You Talking To. Now, as you upload all these, you have more options than if you did the individual song upload. Some of those options are, do you want to enable this song for streaming? Another option is, do you want to favorite this song as the first song that plays and is kind of an introduction to what this project is going to sound like? These are things I take full advantage of as I'm doing this. So I'm going to take this front cover. Boom. Got my cover up here. Let's set the date for today's date. Boom, boom. And once we have this, let's set the price. This is an EP, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to 10. Let the fans pay what they want. Cool. Artist, this is more of kind of like a collaboration, so I'm going to say Curtis King and oh gosh, Leotis. But usually you don't have to put your name on there. I can add the UPC codes, the tags, all that good stuff. You can even determine whether or not you want the audience to be able to individually purchase that track. Maybe you want to get them to upsell to the entire album. You say, look, I don't want you to be able to take one song for 99 cents or $1 or whatever you price it. You can make it to where it's disabled from being able to be streamed or disabled from being an individual track purchase. So that's a pretty cool feature.
Home movies. Home movies.
I wish I valued ownership before I valued fame. When I was 17 and I didn't own a thing. Wet behind the ears, it was not a sign of rain. I was blinded by the lights and hypnotized by the... They say the money make you change, tell me who defined that. When it's just my bad habits under a magnifying glass. Spinning before I got it till I fell up on my ass. I got bad spinning habits, tell me how I buy it back. I be spinning with emotions, trying to fill up a void. The little boy who couldn't buy it, wanna spend it with joy. Not understanding it's a business that you'll likely destroy. I was a Toys R Us kid, but now we adults. You see, looking at these bills, I can't help but feel annoyed. House full of electronics I can barely afford. Live below your means, stay about the scene. Focus on your seeds and trust you'll grow a tree. I know that's easier to say when you don't have shit. We always got a perfect plan when it go past us. Till that money come around and do a backflip, and we do the same routine like magic. These are my bad habits. These are my bad habits. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I really wanna change, cause I swear that I'm sick and tired of living so average.
Now, after you put the data in here, because I bought the Pro one now for $10 a month. This is where you would upload the video. It gives you the recommended video settings here. They don't want it to be a massive file, so you gotta definitely compress it to their settings. Now that all the songs are uploaded, I obviously didn't go through all the individual metadata because I wanted to show you this in a pretty expedited process. Now you can add merch. Set your location. I'm gonna set my state as California. And this is where you'll have the option to put in whatever merch that you have that you're selling, usually from your own headquarters, your own home, your own space. I usually buy bulk CDs. I do print on demand merchandise for my t-shirts, so I don't really have too much merchandise on hand. But you have the option to do all these things. USB flash drives, like I sell these here. This is a USB drive that looks like a business card. But you can sell sheet music, you can sell magazines, vinyl sets, vinyl box sets, vinyl LPs, cassette tapes, whatever it is that you want to sell. These are novelty items that people will purchase. You put all that information here. Make sure you do research in terms of how much additional the units would cost based upon where you're shipping it to, whether or not you want it to even be international, because that can get expensive as well. You can add options like different size tees, autographed CD versus non-autographed CD. You could even include a download of an album as a digital purchase within this package as well. So in case you want to sell bundles and whatnot, this will be a good place to do it. Here's where you can put individual images of your merchandise, descriptions of what they get, the item name, the category, and then you're good to go. Now, for those of you that want to set up your project for a pre-order, this is where you would go ahead and do that. This is your digital pre-order. Now, it says to choose which tracks to give fans when they pre-order the digital album or any of its download included packages, select the track above, then check give this track to fans when they pre-order the album. So that's a new option that opens up once you select pre-order. We're still editing this, so we have the option to put it in progress, which means that when we hit publish the album, that's when the pre-order is going to start, right? Or we could just release the pre-order, and you can also go back and cancel the pre-order, which, you may make a mistake the first time you do it. Just know that every step of the process, it gives you warnings of what not to do. Once you have that already situated, you've put in all your metadata, you're ready to go. Now, you can set up a listening party if you'd like and notify those who are on your email list, and even notify Bandcamp to promote this on their front page because you're utilizing one of their features. I haven't done one yet, but I'm definitely interested. It's because I have my YouTube, but there you have it. Now that this is ready to go, I'm liking where this is at. I'm gonna make this song available for pre-order. Let's go ahead and publish it. Let's view the project. And as you can see right here, it's now available for pre-order digital album. It says that the minimum here is $10, but I can put up as much as $100 or $1,000, whatever you want to put. You could check out through PayPal. You could check out through whatever other means that you have. Use your credit card, all that good stuff. And once again, artists, you get your money a day after you get paid because they send these individually to your PayPal. Now, you want to make sure that you take advantage of other things like uploading a custom header. I would do this in Canva using these particular parameters. Once you get that all situated, man, you could even do this to where you could take this album, just like SoundCloud, and you could embed it on your website so that people can get a preview of the album directly on your website within these 3 different players. Like this right here is it gives you what you need, especially if you don't have a website that you're too proud of right now and you're still learning the ins and outs of it. You can embed it literally using that right there. You can share the pre-order link, which is up here, and start sharing it with people and allow them to pay whatever the hell that they want to pay. Now, let's get back here to some of the other tools that I want you to pay attention to. So here is where you're going to be able to have access. This is one of my biggest complaints about music streaming is them not giving you access to your emails. This is how you communicate with your audience. This is how you're going to let them know what you got. Now, you can send individual messages to your audience at any point in time here on Bandcamp. But once again, that is Bandcamp's ecosystem. If you want to take this off of Bandcamp's ecosystem and send it through one of your MailChimps, I use Flowdesk. Some of you may use GetResponse, whatever you use. This is where you do that. You export it as a CSV. Now you got access to all your emails. Here's where you can generate what they call album and track codes. These are unique codes that fans can redeem for a digital track or album, giving them unlimited streaming via the Bandcamp app, as well as a high quality download. You have a limitation based upon how many sales you do. You have a limitation based upon what tier that you have, but nonetheless, you got 200 as soon as you get here to get started. Now, they don't allow you to put Facebook pixels per se, but they do have something called campaign tracking that allows you to see where your sales are coming from when you're sharing your Bandcamp link. Next up, you have discount codes. Any event that you want to give people like a special King discount for, let's say it's for up to 90% off. You can do that for anything on your project, in your catalog, or for an individual song. You can make it to where it never expires, all that, and then you can generate the discount code based upon what you put here, and it'll be down here and it'll populate. Here's where, in case you want to send your music off to like friends, family, or even journalists or people who have platforms, YouTubers, you can get their email and send them the full album, and they'll get the experience as if they paid for it directly through here. So you can get people to listen to your project privately. I use this thing all the damn time because it just gives people an opportunity to get excited about the project as the date approaches. And then when it drops, people are like at an all-time high of excitement because, you know, you've got people to get a chance to listen to it. It says that your Bandcamp account, we're talking about download credits, your Bandcamp account comes with 200 downloads per month of tracks or albums that you're giving away, meaning you've set them to free or let fans name prices with no minimum, and the fan enters 0. Once each month, we look at your download credits, and if you have less than 200, we bump it up back to 200. Pretty sweet. What else do we need to talk about? Page design. Here's where you can customize your actual page as it is. So, for instance, the background color. If you want to go back, it's really super easy. Like, this is, don't get overwhelmed if you're not somebody that's computer savvy. They make it supremely easy to do whatever it is that you got to do. But let me show you what this looks like once everything is already completed. The more you load on here, the more people are incentivized to support in whatever capacity they can. And what you got to understand is, with this already being a trusted platform, people sometimes, you got to understand, until you build up that trust with human beings that have bought from your website before, sometimes it does take it takes a little bit of time to build that trust for them to pull out their credit card information and trust that you'll deliver a product, especially if they're just meeting you off of a social media post, which is why when you use websites like a Bandcamp, they absolutely help you do what it is that you're trying to do in terms of build that trust. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.